I'm all ready now to do the sandwiching part of my flower hug. I have the top, which has the flower and everything on it. I have the batting, which is wanting to stick with that, and the backing with the label on. And make sure when you lay your backing down, face down on a table, and I like to use, this is my cutting board, and I just take off the cutting board and use the bare table so that I can put some tape on it. But make sure when you lay it down that you put your top, the top part of your label, of your piece at the top. And then the bottom part, of course, goes on the bottom. But believe it or not, one time I finished a flower hug and had it quilted and everything, was putting the binding on, and I had the label upside down. Only once. Pretty dumb. I figured, oh well, can't do a thing about it now. But so now I'm really vigilant, trying to make sure I have it. And I'm just putting this tape down most of the time. For something this small, you don't need to have too much tape. But if it were a bigger quilt, I do tape the edges. I don't want to get anything, get a wrinkle in the back. So this is the back. And then, here, I'll take these apart. I'm just going to leave them together. They're sort of stuck. This is the batting and the quilt front. I'll lay this on here. See, somebody's kind of wanting to move anyway. Make sure everything has a back under it. Okay, it looks good. Smooth it down very nice. Now the way I usually do this, there's lots of ways. The way I do is with some temporary adhesive. I like to use this ODIF 505. It's temporary, but it sprays down and it's pretty fast. I have my window here open. In the winter, I even will open this window, and if I were not doing talking right now, I would probably put on my mask because they tell you to. But I feel like I'm okay right now. I'm going to pull this back like this. I hope that's facing the right direction. Put just a few sprays and press this down. And then I'm going to take the top up, and then I'm going to, I'm going in the right place, and I'm going to press this down. And do the same thing on the bottom. Just little short squirts is all you need. You don't need a whole lot. And then pick this up. And pull it down. I just press it nice and gentle. And if it were a big quilt, I use pins to hold it down. I don't think I usually do too much on these little quilts. Just to show you, these pins are curved at the bottom, and they're so easy to hold. I think I'm going to put a couple on because oftentimes I just take this over to the ironing board and I press it, and then, in fact, I think I'm just going to leave them open. And then I can take it, once it's been pressed, I sometimes take it over to the sewing machine and just baste around the very edge. And then it's ready for the quilting. So that's not going to stay, throw that away. And then we'll be quilting it, and going on to the last step after the quilting. The last step is beads, buttons, and I'm sticking it in the, putting the binding on. I think I've done something about that before. And be able to put it in the mail. So there is my one flower hug all ready to press and get ready to quilt. I have my flower hug all sandwiched, and I put a little basting stitch right around the outside edge just to keep it together. Then the next step will be for me to sew down the flower, sew down the stem, sew down the leaves, and that will be in the next video. It's easy, and I'll show you all about that later. But that's what comes next.